So while this is running, let me just quickly explain the mechanics for anyone newer to this. Crypto arbitrage is essentially price inefficiency across exchanges. Like right now, Ethereum might be sitting at slightly different prices on OKX versus Bybit versus Gate, and an AI bot that's monitoring all of those simultaneously can execute both sides of that trade faster than any manual process ever could. Buy on the low side, sell on the high. And that difference, even if it's fractional, compounds into something real when the bot is running continuously around the clock. That's where I spent roughly the last 2.5 months actually trying to verify and practice, because the theory is clean, but the execution is where almost everything in this space breaks down. And I wanted to know firsthand which side of that line these platforms actually fell on, so I went through them systematically, funded each account, gave the bot time to actually operate, and watched specifically what happened when I initiated withdrawal, because that's the variable that separates a functional platform from an elaborate front. And what I found across most of them was some version of the same problem: a sudden compliance requirement, a fee that existed nowhere in the terms until you tried to move money, or just radio silence from support at the exact moment you needed them. About 7 weeks ago, this app ended up in front of me, and I want to be specific about what made me actually give it a real shot, because it wasn't a feature or a yield projection. It was just that nothing about the platform felt defensive. What's running on screen right now is that same session, LiveBot, Real Balance. This is just what it looks like when I open it in the morning. And the reason I actually care enough to talk about this is because I have about $3,500 worth of reasons to take this stuff seriously. That's roughly what I put into platforms before this one, across services that had every surface level indicator of legitimacy: active user bases, detailed FAQs, community channels with constant activity, and I still walked away with each one with less than I started with. So my read on what a real platform looks like versus a convincing one comes from somewhere pretty specific.